Impact Gaming Center. We are live from Impact Gaming Center. Tonight we are in the finals, round 4 of 4 for our modern FNM. We got Hobbs on Twiddle Storm and Jacob on Shadow Frog, Dimir Shadow Frog. Starting things off with a Thought Seize here for Jacob after Hobbs is preordained. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, we do stream every single Friday at 7 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. We'd love for you to join us. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on content like this. And check out some of our other videos. We've got over 200 gameplay videos. We're rocking and rolling, though. Thank you all so much. This is the finals. All the marbles. These players are playing for all the marbles right now, as Underworld Breach was the obvious take here for Jacob. But yeah, Hobbs rocking and rolling here. I haven't seen Jacob tonight. Hobbs, obviously, if you're watching live, we just saw him in the previous round. Nethergoyf going to come in here. Grand pass, back. Into the turn, consider. Hobbs going to consider. Put the sink to stupor in the bin. Draws the card. And untaps. Alrighty. And here is Vizier of Tumbling Sands. He's going to cast it. And a pass back. Alrighty. All right, let's see. Gonna cycle the Street Wraith and untap. Polluted Delta. And another Thought Seize. Man, Jacob just carving up Hobbs' hand. 2 Dreams Grip. Yeah, Dreams Grip, kind of like another Twiddle effect. Obviously going to take the 1 ring, though, as Hobbs would be able to cast it next turn. Attack for 3, down to 17 goes Hobbs. And there is Death's Shadow. And it is a 4-4. Pretty menacing board here for Jacob. Preordain. Going to take a look at the top 2. That is a 1 ring, and I didn't quite catch the other card. Top, though. Pretty good. Gonna sack the Ottawa and the... I forget the name of this card. Let me zoom in. I know what it does. Deserted Temple, that's it. It taps for a colorless, and then you can tap a mana and tap it to untap target land. So obviously with Lotus, it's pretty nuts. With Lotus Field, it's pretty good. All right, preordain. Believe he bottomed both. Go to combat. So I believe this is for 7. We'll take Hobbs to 10. Gonna fetch down to 8. Oh, wow. Fetch shot. So Hobbs needs a way to draw some cards here. Or an Underworld Breach. It would also work here.
I'm gonna make 3 blue. So, just so the cameras know.
3 blue.
I'm gonna use 2 blue. I'm gonna entwine this. I'm gonna tap this, untap this.
Gonna entwine, tap, untap.
And then I'm gonna use my last, so this is untapped. Tap this, untap this.
Tap that, untap that. So he's making it to where that Stubborn Denial is going to have no effect. Pretty heads-up play there by Hobbs, because he doesn't need the untap ability.
So, I'll make 3 blue.
Adding 3 blue. I don't know what Hobbs drew here. It must be relevant. Otherwise, we'd probably just be going to the next game.
Use this, go 5 blue.
5 blue.
Cast this.
1 ring. Hey, that's very relevant. That's going to protect him. Jacob just smiles and shakes his head. Going to draw a card, and let's see what we draw. I didn't see. Untap that. Draw 2. 1, 2. Another 1 ring. And a Vizier. So we could still keep drawing. You use the 1 mana to untap the ring, or the field here. Add 3.
I'm gonna cycle this.
Cycle the Vizier, untap the ring. Down to 1, that'll untap the 1 ring. Cycle draws a Thundering Falls. Then we'll draw 3, Sink, Wish, and Flooded Strand, the 3 cards. Not quite exactly what he wanted. He wanted to find an Underworld Breach. And Jacob Sink into Stupor is going to probably put the kibosh on anything that Hobbs has planned. He does have protection until his next turn, though. So he's not dead. Because he is at 7. I know that it says 17. I will correct that now, though. We'll go down to 4. Consign to Memory. Not the counterspell you necessarily want, but we do have a Sink into Stupor. Gonna draw 4 cards. There's a Twiddle, there's a Dream's Grip, there's a Consider, and there's a Wish. So, in theory, Hobbs does have a path to victory here, but Jacob has 3 mana, and I believe, I know he has at least, he does have a counterspell as well, so he's gonna have to get through 2 counterspells. Let's see how it goes, though. Twiddle the 1 ring. He allows. Oh wow, Jacob allows it. So up to 5 here. Another Twiddle. Vizier, land, Dream's Grip, and Consider. This is going to be a very interesting finish here. Go to 1 blue, Twiddle this, and Jacob allowing it. Draw 6. Wow, I think allowing Hobbs here to untap these land or this 1 ring is just a mistake.
Use this blue. Untap this.
Use the blue to untap. Up to 3. Ooh, he's getting the red mana out. Okay.
Use 1 of the red.
Use 1 of the red to untap the Lotus Field, then add 3 blue. So 2 red, 3 blue. Let's see, though. Hobbs still might not have enough mana. Underworld Breach. That is going to definitely get taken down by a counterspell. Cannot afford to get that one. Let that one resolve. But he does have the Dream's Grip to keep it a-rolling. And, of course, still does have Vizier. So Vizier will untap the Lotus Field. We'll tap it, add 3 blue, up to 5. 1 red, 5 blue. Dream's Grip.
Use 2 blue, cast hidden strings.
Ooh, hidden strings here. This might see a counterspell. No. So not even untapping the 1 ring. So you know it's go time here for Hobbs. Gonna generate 5 mana because he's tapping to add 3, then using 1 of it to untap the Lotus Field to generate a total of 5 blue mana here. Attempt to use 2 of the blue, down to 6 blue. Hidden strings, targeting both those same lands again. And he's going to go up to 4 red. Attempt to cast Wish, down to 1 red. So here is Underworld Breach using the remaining 2 red. And he does have Sink into Stupor. I mean, Hobbs has it all here. I really do think allowing Hobbs to untap that very first iteration of the One Ring was a mistake here. And Jacob asking to see Graveyard before he says whether this resolves or not, I believe. If he counterspells it, Jacob's obviously out of mana. I don't believe he has a Force Negation or anything like that. Jacob just says, yeah, that resolves. Kind of has a look. Jacob kind of has a look of defeat on his face here. And if I'm Hobbs, I'm probably reading into that. Going to use the blue to untap with the Temple. Going to make 3 red. Wish, using all 3 red. Going to use it to go grab a Tome Scour and cast Tome Scour. So Tome Scour is going to mill 5, and it's going to make it to where this Underworld Breach is going to be able to mill his entire deck with certainty.
I'm going to use 2 blue.
2 blue down to 1 blue. Hidden Strings, exiling 3 cards. Because Tome Scour is here now, basically makes it where he's going to get 5 cards in his graveyard, which will always be able to pay the 3 cards for Underworld Breach to be able to escape whatever cards he wants. And he's doing the same iteration here. Hidden Strings again, and this time he's, if you were watching last time, he did not play around any mana tithe abilities, but it looks like he's going to generate a lot of mana before he tries to do anything in terms of winning the game here. Tome Scour targeting himself, going down to 1 blue. Exiling 3 cards, of course. 3, 4, 5 cards. Tome Scour targeting himself, exiling 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 blue. Use a red to untap Hidden Strings. Target himself with the Tome Scour again. Down to 2 blue, 1 red, 2 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got to be cognizant, though. He could potentially walk into this counterspell if he's not careful. He does have the Sink into Stupor, though. Tome Scour himself yet again. Mills the last card. He's going to go up to 4 blue, 1 red, 4 blue. Dream's Grip, the Lotus. Up to 4 red. Down to 3, gonna Dream's Grip again, down to 2 blue. And then up to 5 after he taps it again. He's probably gonna, Ooh, he can't cycle because he draws a card.
I'm either selling it or breaking it down for its components.
He can still cast Twiddles and things from his graveyard with Underworld Breach. Cast Wish.
I'm gonna break that down and combine it with Kindle.
And look at that, he has...
I can get a new commander.
Oh, I have to exile.
So he's going to cast
I'll attempt to cast fast.
Thassa's Oracle, attempted to cast. Counter Spell.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I completely understand. No.
Yeah, even though he countered it, he had enough mana. This is what I was saying. He had enough mana to be able to cast it again with the Underworld Breach, and there you go. Hobbs gonna be able to take it here for game number 1 in the finals, playing for all the marbles and all the Twitter clout that comes with winning here at Impact. Thank you all so much. We're getting into it. Game number 2 here in round number 4. This will be exciting. This will be exciting. Let me put win marker red. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll get right back down. I'm going to turn the volume up on the player cams so you can hear them talk. Although, of course, they're quiet. So, but yes, enjoy the table banter, and I will see you when the next game starts.
Squirrels, Morty. Dude, that like let's get like of course squirrels control the world. There's so many of them. Let's see if I can do it this turn, then. I was like, step on it now doesn't hit creatures. Right? It's not creature. That's why I felt safe just going for it with us. It's been. I used to play that standard. That's sad. No played. Opponent trying to approximate you. You just counter it. Oh yeah. Standard was gas. Standard's kind of still gas. This standard is me. It was. Easy. Did I get you one time at Cluster Store? I'm like, I beat you somehow? Yeah, like. I beat a bad toxic player, and I'm like, man, this thing's like the percentage I win this game is like in the teens. Like it is all, and I just 2-0. I'm not going. Yep. I have to, buddy. I have to.
All righty, let's lock in for game 2 here in the finals. Can Hobbs come up and win this one 2-0? He's got a pretty decent hand. He needs to draw a land, but he's got a couple ways. Ooh, Thoughtseize is going to be pretty good, though, here. The cat is certainly out of the bag. I would be going for this preordain to try and get Hobbs off of mana, but let's see what Jacob decides to do. I'm up here. He's down there. He's 3-0. I'm not, so let's see what he wants to do. He will take the preordain. Down to 15 on turn 1. Is it a land? It is a preordain. It's the moto glitch in real life. All right, here's a preordain. Looking for a land here for Hobbs. 1 ring, hidden strings. Those are not lands. I am assuming they're going straight to the bottom. And pass back to Jacob. Another Thoughtseize. 1 ring again, so no land. You probably take the breach here. Gonna take expedition map. Oh, he's going to consign the trigger. Nice. Jacob hadn't considered that, neither did I. That's pretty slick. I like that.
When I first saw the deck list, I too missed it.
Hobbs said, when I saw the deck list, I too missed. When I first saw this deck list, I too missed that interaction. Yeah, that's insane.
Why is it every single time we put this card in play, we has this card, it's just
Thundering Falls. This card is, in fact, fricked. There's 1 ring. Stubborn denial. Hobbs making him have it. And, oh, he's got a, oh, okay. Gets to redraw. Jacob needs land. No land. Wow, okay. He's in a world of hurt here. Because this means it's time for expedition map. Gonna pop the map. Probably gonna get Lotus Field here. Maybe a temple. Yeah, gonna grab a temple. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see. Now Jacob has Counterspell. Hobbs just passes. Hobbs was playing around Stubborn Denial last turn, I believe, but this turn gave Jacob the ability to have Counterspell now. I don't know what that last card in Hobbs' hand that we can't see is. Jacob just going to pass. He's got 2 counterspells in hand, so doesn't want to, be caught. Draws for turn. Didn't get a good look at it. Hobbs, you're not doing a very good job of letting us see what's in your hand, bud. Gonna generate 5 mana if he does what I think he's gonna do, but he's just gonna go for the One Ring. That is definitely going to get a counter spell. Yep. Sink into Stupor, though. One Ring will resolve. And pass back. So Hobbs has protection until his next turn. Jacob's in a weird position, though, because he's not drawing lands, so he's got to keep this counterspell magic up. Draws a card at the end, does Hobbs off of the One Ring, down to 18 off of the One Ring. Draw 2 cards. Consign and consider. Okay.
Cast a Dream's Grip Entwined. I'm going to tap this, untap this.
Dream's Grip Entwined, and now this is going to force Jacob to do something. He's floating a mana, though. Move to main phase 2. And the One Ring will untap.
Unexpected result. That's like where I'm at.
I'm sad. I wasn't expecting it to resolve. Gonna draw 3 cards here. Sink, Wish, Temple. Haven't played land yet. That's important, says Hobbs. Plays a Temple. Hobbs should move to main phase 2, I believe, so he can get rid of this floating mana that Jacob has. And he says, move to second main phase, so there goes the... Jacob was thinking he was going to forget. I was like, Hobbs, what are we doing here? let's not forget. Dream's Grip. Gonna untap the One Ring. Gonna then draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Illegal? This feels illegal. I don't know.
I'm saying this feels illegal. Gonna add 3 blue, I believe. And we are off to the races here. Again, this is pretty much how Hobbs drew it up. Obviously, Jacob missing on land drops for several turns. Not the best for him, but gonna Temple the Lotus. We're gonna go for Lotus or Underworld Breach rather, and it resolves. And we are F6 now, I believe. 3 counter spells, and I think Hobbs is deterministic at this point. We'll see, though. Probably. So use 1 mana and the Temple to untap, and then we will generate up to 5 blue mana. Down to 3 Vizier. Gonna cycle that, untap the land, and draw a card. Gonna tap it again. 3 red. This will be a Wish. And is this a Tome Scour? It feels like a Tome Scour. It is a Tome Scour. Cast Tome Scour, target myself down to 2 blue. So this is going to generate 5 cards in the bin. So he can pretty much mill himself here with Underworld Breach because it will ensure that he always has the 3 cards in his graveyard to be able to cast whatever he wants from his graveyard. And that's going to be it. The writing is on the wall. It was deterministic at that point. Congratulations to Hobbs on winning tonight's FNM with Twiddle Storm. Holy smokes. What an awesome, awesome effort here tonight from Hobbs. Hey, Jacob, excellent, excellent effort. Still going 3-1, still getting 3 packs or $4 per win equivalent. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Les Alex. We are at Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and set it to all. We've got hundreds and hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel, so make sure you check them out. I guarantee you like them. Probably some popping up right now. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you all so much. Hey, we had a great night. Thank you all so much for watching live. Again, we stream every single Friday at 7 p.m. Central. And if you're in the St. Louis or Metro East area or in the Midwest, we've got 22,000 square feet of gaming center, so a ton of space. Flippy flop. Adios.